It was midway down the back straightaway that many of the teams were able to stop. Others, however, weren't able to. Jimmy Foster with the number 50. He sees others beginning to spin and slow down. Dave Blaney and Shane Hall all ready together, and there came Tim Fedowa. A hard hit. He ends up on his roof. Every driver is fine, but many teams...
Fourth down the back straightaway, utilizing, and here's trouble. Back straightaway, one in the wall hard, and it catches the 18, puts Bobby Labonte up and over, and that's Brett Bodine's number 11. They got a...
I'll show you what happened here.
Oops. Oh, he seemed just turned out. Look, I got in the outside wall sideways.
And there was Lassiter. Right in the front of him, sliding up high as Jim Bound goes sliding through the infield. Down in that Lux Foods Chevrolet, owned by his dad.
Dale Jarrett's car had a lot of damage. There was Mark Martin coming backwards.
And there's Lassiter. Grinding along on the roof, much like Phil Parsons did here several years ago. And when he hit down to the apron...
I mean, Doug, there's a water bottle. It looks like, his thermos bottle, something coming out the window. Hard to tell what it was. I mean, that's plenty violent, but nothing like it could have been.
Yeah, we've got some photographer took a picture of it up in the air before it came down on his roof. I was just glad this freighter didn't get hurt.
Yep. Oh, here we go.
Yeah,
Todd Bodine. Ooh, bad one.
Bad.
Lap 109.
Let's see who's going to win the race back.
They're
This could
racing
be
back to
this round of pit stops, Ken.
Let's see what happened to Davey Allison. Turn 2, back straightaway.
Well, he's in the middle of that pack of front-running cars, and all of a sudden he comes out of it, apparently getting bumped. You can see the hood fly off the cars. He spins around on the grass on the backstretch and then into a bank, and it flips the car over all the way over on his four wheels. He has the presence of mind.
Car draft, they're trying to break away. Everybody else is trying to find a place in line, and big trouble in the air. Goes Mark Martin on his roof. No, that is not. It is Ward Burton, excuse me. Jim Bound is in the wall. Phil Parsons has spun. Tommy Houston spins. And it's a tremendous slide down the front straightaway.
Mike, they're still wrecking down there in turn 1.
Rodney Combs and
the banking, and I figured we'd just back in the wall and probably need a rear clip, but all of a sudden the truck, I didn't even realize it, but I flipped over, and when the first flip I couldn't even tell I was slipping, and then the second time I realized what was going on. But apparently the truck got on top of the wall and dug in, actually tore a section of the wall right out and dug in.
Draft with Sam, he did a great job. A couple times the car got loose, he saved it really well. This was not as good.
Yeah, scary little ride for Eric Almirola in the 18. At this point, apparently, he was still on the radio and still in communication with his crew.
Yeah, wondering how thick the roll cage is, I'm sure. But you never know. I mean, it's testing. The car's upside down. I don't know.
He just got in way too hot. You see, now he's in the gravel. No way to stop that truck. It hits the tire wall, climbs it, gets into the fence, and almost into the parking lot on the back.
Flip, big roll. Now, tire walls are a mixed blessing, and anybody who's road raced a lot has been into their share of them. As there sits Ray Daniels.
By far the most spectacular victim of that rough Bristol surface was Rusty Wallace, who cut a tire in just 3 laps of practice and took this wild ride. Now, this kind of barrel roll is usually associated with super speedways. Doctors made Rusty stay in the hospital Friday night, but he was the first driver at the track on Saturday.
Pretty scary. Known something was wrong, and he was correct. Here's what happened as he moved to turn 1. A substitute tire changer had mistakenly loosened the lug nuts on the left rear, and the tire came off.
Does Davey Allison. Kind of a traffic jam behind them as Phil Parsons and Alan Kulwicki go side by side. They too trying to get by Dale Earnhardt on turn 2.
Little contact between Kulwicki and Parsons as they try and squeeze 3 wide off the corner, but everybody gets it sorted out. That's allowed the front 3 to get. Oh, trouble on the back straightaway. 1 car on its roof. Lake speed over 2-3 times. 3 more cars piling in. Dave Marcus involved. Jimmy Spencer involved. Derek Cope involved. 4 or 5 more cars spinning, crashing. Jeff Bodine involved. Hut Strickland, Jimmy Spencer, 9-10 cars involved in a wild wild crash on the back straightaway.
Daytona in February, when Phil Barkdahl sailed through that tri-oval, track precautions more than did their job for a few laps. And then this horrifying...
But yesterday in practice, when there was no money at stake, a couple of drivers had some major problems here. Derek Cope got on his roof going into turn 10, and Brett Bodine lost his car and backed up on the bank, had to get a wreck right here to pull it off. So, you know, what is going to happen when they're running for the money? And pit stop.